Hello and welcome to HeyBubComics. In this one-shot episode, we are doing something a little special. While I was browsing on the Comics Amino app, I came across a great post by user ARROWFAN about the top 10 Flash villains, and I thought it would make a cool video, so here it is. For those of you who may not know, Comics Amino is a cool app you can get for the comics community to share ideas, make polls, discuss all things comics. Definitely check it out and subscribe to ARROWFAN's page. He has some other great top 10 lists. So without further delay, here are 10 awesome Flash villains. Malcolm Phan, aka Cobalt Blue, is the twin brother of Barry Allen. He was given to the Thawns as the doctor felt bad for them and gave them one of Nora Allen's children. Malcolm's adoptive parents were con artists, using a strange inherited Thawne power, a blue flame, to heal people, afterwards selling jars of petroleum jelly with blue food coloring to the healed and their friends. All of the other members of his family had this power except for Malcolm, and they constantly taunted him for being inferior. Finally, when he was 17, during one of their many arguments in which Malcolm asked to be taught the power of the blue fire, his mother told him that he had been adopted. After killing Gilmore, he stalked Barry and eventually learned the blue flame and battled Barry Allen. The Trickster is the name of two different villains, and both are enemies of the Flash. The Trickster has been a member of the Rogues and has also been a prankster. Alex Walker is the second Trickster, while Jesse James was the original. Alex Walker stole all of his equipment from the first Trickster, Jesse James, and as such he has the same flying shoes and goofy weapons and gadgetry. His stuff tends to be a bit more modified and sinister. The Pied Piper. Hartley Rathaway was born deaf to incredibly rich parents. After his hearing was medically restored, he was amazed by music and sound. He developed a vast knowledge of sonics, and using this knowledge he fought the Flash as the Pied Piper. Piper once suffered a nervous breakdown after the Flash apprehended him, so he was sent to Breedmore Mental Hospital to be treated. He apparently improved to the point where they let him use his technical knowledge to fix the hospital's public address system. However, he used this to release hypersonic waves into the hospital, allowing him to escape. He was quickly apprehended by someone resembling the Reverse Flash. The Mirror Master is two people, Sam Scruder and Evan McCulloch, who were both members of the Rogues. Scruder devised a costume and named himself the Mirror Master. He used a mirror to create duplicates of other people to commit crimes for him. The Flash investigates these crimes and defeats the Mirror Master. Evan McCulloch became Mirror Master after Sam Scruder died in the crisis and began fighting the Flash. He had a mirror pack which gave him the power of flight, mirrors that let him see 20 seconds into the future, and a 3D mirror which created duplicates of himself. Pretty soon he could use the mirrors to create all kinds of illusion and could even travel and communicate through one-way mirror to another mirror dimension. He could also use distorted mirrors to enlarge or shrink objects. He became so good that he could use any reflective surface to this end. Weather Wizard is a Flash villain and member of the Rogues. He has the ability to localize weather, creating hail, lightning, and other destructive forms of the weather. Weather Wizard wielded a wand that enabled him to control weather patterns. Weather Wizard has used it to produce blizzards, summon lightning bolts, fly using air currents, produce fog, and generate winds. Essentially, Weather Wizard can produce any type of weather pattern imaginable, as well as other phenomena such as tornadoes. Captain Boomerang is a Flash villain and member of both the Rogues and the Suicide Squad. He carries several boomerangs hidden on his costume, each with special properties. He has the ability to throw them and have them return without damaging himself. Some of his special boomerangs include electro boomerangs, explosion boomerangs, and gas boomerangs. Heatwave was born on a farm outside Central City. Mick Rory became fascinated with fire as a child. This fascination turned into an obsession, and one night he set his family's home ablaze. His obsession was so great that he simply watched the flames engulf his house instead of running in to get help. His entire family died in the fire. After this event, Rory went to live with his uncle. His pyromania continued, and he was forced to run away after locking a schoolmate in his house and setting it on fire because the boy locked Rory in a meat locker during a field trip as a prank. He took a job as a fire eater in a traveling circus. This did not last long either, as he ended up setting the circus on fire. He became Heatwave and a member of the Rogues. He wields a gun and in some cases has been fused with the gun. Gorilla Grodd. Gorilla Grodd has been one of the Flash's most persistent and dangerous foes over the years. He has telekinesis, is extremely intelligent and strong, and has even harnessed the power of the Speed Force before. The Reverse Flash is from the future and gained Barry Allen's powers. He can run at near light speeds, vibrating through solid objects or temporal dimensions. According to Wally West, the Reverse Flash was on par with Barry Allen prior to his discovery of the negative Speed Force. Now, tapping into the negative Speed Force, the Reverse Flash possesses many powers he did not have before. He has the ability to travel back in time at will and tamper with other speedsters' connections to the Speed Force. Captain Cold is the leader of the Rogues and is the greatest Flash villain. He wields a dangerous cold gun and has been the most persistent Flash villain of all time. He has a set of rules and a code of honor. He battled the Flash throughout the Silver Age, often teaming up with other rogues, especially Captain Boomerang, a Trickster, the Mirror Man, Sam Scooter, and his own sister, Golden Glider. Captain Cold was one of the original members of the secret society of supervillains. After Barry Allen died in the Crisis on Infinite Earths, Captain Cold reformed and was a member of the Suicide Squad. He and his sister opened up a bounty hunter business, occasionally working with the new Flash, Wally West. That's all for this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to be eligible for the Marvel Collector Core giveaway contest. You can find a link to that video in the description below. I hope you all like this HeyBubComics one-shot courtesy of Comics Amino user ARROWFAN. Let me know in the comments what you thought and which characters you'd like to see me do in future videos. Thank you for checking out HeyBubComics, and please hit the subscribe button to get all the latest updates and new videos. And don't forget to visit us on Twitter at HeyBubComics. Your support, shares, and comments are appreciated.